Welcome to the demo for Generate a List of Inspection Characteristics based on inspection details using Generative AI feature in Manufacturing's Quality Inspection Management. In this demo, we'll cover how to use the AI Assist button on the Specifications page to generate inspection suggestions, review and edit the proposed characteristics and specification values, and create new characteristics when required. You'll see that this feature provides improved efficiency, consistency, and speed when creating inspection plans. We'll begin by creating a new inspection plan. I've already taken the liberty of filling out some of the information. We're going to be creating a resource inspection for a welding torch that will be used in frame assembly. So I've gone ahead and filled in the relevant information, and let's continue on to the specifications. You'll notice that because this is a resource inspection, you won't see any applicability rules. I just wanted to point that out here. So now here we are. We're going to go ahead and we are going to generate some suggestions here in terms of the inspection plan specifications for our welding torch. So we've received our suggestions. You'll notice that there are 8 suggestions and we're looking for our first of 8. We can scroll through back and forth to see all of our suggestions. We can actually take a look at our suggestions. We can edit our suggestions. In this case, there isn't a UOM newtons defined, so we can go ahead and choose a unit of measure. We can change our suggestions here. All the values can be manipulated. Change our target. Like any other specification, we could say that this is optional during inspection. We can default a value, and then we can go ahead and add this particular characteristic and go to the next one. This next characteristic is welding torch trigger travel distance. They're suggesting millimeters as the UOM. We apparently don't have one for millimeters. Ours is called millimeter, so we can go ahead and enter that. Again, we could change all the values if we wish. We could make this optional. Again, we can default the value. We can go ahead and add and go on to the next one. Let's say I don't want to include this particular characteristic. I can choose, say, this isn't important. I can go ahead and skip that one, go on to the next one. I could also say that I don't necessarily care if there's a scratch on the welding torch. I can skip that as well. This one, I would like to go ahead and save, so I need to make sure that I have a unit of measure. I'm going to go ahead and say change the values again. I'm going to change this to 6. And the maximum value here, I'm going to make 14. And I'll make the target 12. And I'll make this one optional. I can also go ahead and add a diagram if there's something that I need to look at or check against any kind of document. I can also, of course, attach a document at any of these characteristics as I would for any other specification. So I can go ahead and say I only want these particular characteristics. So I can go, or I can go on to the next one. I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to say this one's fine. And I'll continue on checking everything that I want, including what I want. And again, I can modify the values. Um, and again, set any value that I need. I can add these. And you'll see that only those that I chose to add have been added. All the values have been set appropriately. And there we have it. There's our specification for our welding torch inspection. We can go ahead and save this like any other inspection plan. We can, of course, go back and search for it again. Let's search for my resource type inspections. And I'm going to search for I'm going to search for my particular resource. My welding torch. And here's my plan. Again, I can go ahead and again, it's edit it, add any other. I can still edit my values here if I wish to change it again. If I want to update, let's say the target value to 5, I can certainly go ahead and do that. I can, like any other specifications, I can go ahead, add another group of characteristics. I can add a single characteristic if I wish, and manipulate this like any other one. But it gives you a really good start. It gives you accepted values for beginning your specifications. So again, I can save and close. Any of the changes will be saved. This ends our demonstration.